Hey, welcome guys to another video on my channel. Today I'm gonna do another video like the Ffxiv guide I did once a few days ago. So this video is for people who still need to get a carry or who still want to carry some friends through the extreme trial fight that just got released on 6.3 like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I know this guide is a bit late, but it's more like I said, for people who still need a carry, which isn't like a guide that you're supposed to watch if you actually want to understand the fight. If you want to watch a guide like that, there's plenty of different guides you can watch online. A lot of them are pretty good. Like I said, mine is just like not even mechanics explained properly, just what you gotta do to get the kill, to not understand the fight, but just like I said, get the kill. Alright, so before we start, first of all, if you like this video, like it, or if you don't, dislike it, let me know in the comments please why you did it, like why you like or why you dislike. Obviously I would recommend to watch the video first fully before you give up your comment or your like or dislike. But yeah, if you liked it and if you like my other videos as well, you can subscribe. Well, now let's just jump right into the fight. So for this guide I'll need two things, which is the raid plan obviously, and I searched for a pretty good kill video of this fight. You can see everything pretty well on here. I'll like this obviously because I'm gonna use this. This doesn't have too many views as well, so if you wanna go into this video and just watch it, maybe leave a like as well and subscribe to the person who's called Mass or some shit like that. You can do that. But yeah, let's jump right into the beginning of the fight. So let's watch it in the video first actually, and then I'll show it to you in the raid plan. So they will pull the boss in new PF, by the way. I'll explain it here quickly and then I'll go back to raid plan and explain it in detail again obviously. So you don't look at the cast bar, you just stand behind the boss, as long as you don't play heal obviously or tank, but I wouldn't recommend that for a quick kill party. I would always recommend you to play a fist ranged. That's why this what this guide is for, by the way, for DPS mostly and not for tanks or healers, because you don't want responsibility if you want to get carried, right? So, or if you want to carry a friend, you shouldn't give them responsibilities. So yeah, you just look at this mechanic, you'll get confused as fuck, which is normal and okay. Basically, you just follow the people. You see in this video, it's so much time until anything happens, right? So people usually are pretty good at realizing what's supposed to be done. Now these people won't get hit. Yeah, I got confused myself for a second, but yeah, see, I didn't trust them. You should just trust people. But yeah, it will repeat again. No, it's differently, a different pattern, but just again, follow people. Whenever they like decide to go somewhere else, you just follow them again, because they might change their opinion because they saw it differently and in the wrong way before. Okay, so this is like already the first bit of the fight, which is like the first 20%. So we look at this now. For this, like after the two, you're like pre-positioned slightly towards the side you're in, right? So if you're fist ranged, you're gonna be either ranged 1 or ranged 2. If you're ranged 1, you'll stand towards the left from A, which is usually north, or if you're R2, you'll stand towards the right of A. If you're R2. Makes things easier, by the way, if you mark your healers with 1 and 2 in the beginning of the fight, unlike this video. I'm gonna remember this pattern in general, and then I'll tell you again in a sec. So yeah, we actually can skip this, by the way. I'll just explain it to you now. So now you're out of this situation, right? And you are R2. So after the red ground is gone, the boss is gonna face north because of the tank, and he's gonna do a tank buster. So once you see, okay, the red hue is gone, you just go towards the right, because you are make it as easier, by the way. I'll just put R2. That's like your role in this whole fight, okay? Yeah, I'll explain more about it in a sec, but yeah. So your situation is you stand towards right, the H2, like the healer 2, is marked. So it's gonna be like this guy standing on here as well. I'll make this bigger please, to make it very visible. I'll leave out the other stuff, right, so it's easier for you to understand this. So yeah, you stand towards the right, and then it's gonna be clockwise movement. Now, how do you know where to go? Again, you follow your healer too for this. So it might be that you start around here, around south, southeast, all the way up to east, and then all the way up to northeast. So this is like your area, okay? And then if you are R1, then it would be like this is your area, like north up to southwest. So yeah, basically just you will try to be R2, so this is easy for you. It's gonna be south up to northeast. And basically, so you just try to stand in the middle of this, and then you just adjust to where your healer goes. Let's say it's east to make things easier, so then you're gonna walk in this circle. Now another thing to keep in mind, you are a ranged DPS and you'll have 2 melee with you as well going in the circles, meaning you're gonna walk in these circles around the boss where it's gonna be like, and then AoEs around you. You're gonna like in the video you just touched them. I'll show it in a sec again, but try to understand me now for a sec. So you just walk in these circles. Your healer's gonna be outside with you, and the 2 melee people are gonna be inside, more towards the boss. All the melee people, by the way, are M and off tank. M2 obviously, yeah. So you go into the circle around this together. Obviously you two are gonna stay more towards the edge, and the melee are gonna stay more towards the boss because they wanna deal damage. So yeah, you go around the circle. When it's stacked, you all stack on the healer. When it's the partner stack, like the purple circles I'll show in a sec again, it's gonna be you and the healer because you're outside, you're gonna stack together, and the melee are gonna stack together in. If it's spread, you just stand more towards the right and the healer goes more towards the left, and you don't care about the other two. But yeah, that's basically it. There's no other option. So you walk around in circles until like the last orange AoE dropped, and then you use sprint and you run towards this location. It's gonna be a 1 probably, waymark there. Cause why? Because you are 2, so 1 is yours. This is all you care about, the 1 waymark. Now let's watch this again in the video and you'll understand it very easily now that you understand the basics of it. So yeah, everyone stands on the correct side. In this video they're doing it differently of where you stand, but basically you would be standing on B now if you are R2. So you go in the circle clockwise. Now this circle means partner stacked, so you're gonna be with your healer on the back, and then you keep going on these circles. Try to not stand in the red AoE as well, please. Thank you. And then you're just walking. Now this is stacked, so everyone stacks on the healer, and that's basically it. Literally, it's that easy. Nothing else. No, last orange is gone. You use sprint and you go towards the 1 I talked about because you are R2. This is, by the way, why I like the video, because this guy is R2 as well, probably. Now Inferno is the right white again, and we ignore that one because it's not your concern. Now this mechanic you already know. There's nothing new to it for you because you're getting carried, okay? The people are gonna solve this for you. You just deal damage, please, and you don't care about it at all. There's no situation in this whole fight where you have to go somewhere individually and the party goes somewhere else. You all just walk together for this. You don't care about it at all. Whenever you see this, it's like taking a break, right? So yeah, you're gonna go towards the people where they're going. Just please stand right on top of them. Since you're fist range, you don't even have to get as close as this red mage. Because you don't have melee buttons, obviously. Just stand, as you can see, it's quite small. Just stand right in front of the people. Usually the ones more towards the edge are the safer ones. And please don't mind my voice breaks. I am currently ill and I'm trying to make this guide, but shouldn't be an excuse for the voice breaks, I'm just saying. So yeah, again, right in the middle of the group, I would say in here, would be safe. So now you did half of the fight, and the only mechanic you cared about is the walking in a circle. Now this is Ad's phase. I won't even use the guide for this, by the way, because this is so easy. What you're gonna do as DPS is stand in the middle like this red mage and attack random ads. It doesn't even matter which one you attack, you just attack them. If you ever get a tether, just wait. The tank is gonna take it away from you if it's not the purple tether. Now you kill these ads. And that's basically it. Do you see this? Okay, I'll explain one thing for the whole ad phase, by the way. So now, if you get a purple tether, magenta, right? Yes. Towards this guy, all you got to do is, apologize, walk over close towards the edge of the ad. So the tether is gonna turn into a small tether which is facing outwards. So the cone would be like this. It's gonna not hit anyone besides you, and the healers are usually gonna top you off. Now let's watch the rest of the fight together, because there's literally only 2 more mechanics that you have to care about. Let's skip a bit through this though. You can just kill the ads then, dodge the orange circles on the ground. You can't, by the way, once all of the ads are done, you can immediately attack the boss again. It's not very important because there's no enrage at all. Like, there is one, but I've never seen it. And people usually never see it, so don't worry about it. You just attack the boss. Now he's gonna do his special transformation where he becomes a bat himself, like the ads he just killed. Now for this one, you have to understand one thing only, as R2. Okay, alright, now I prepared this, so it's gonna be very easy for you. Now, looking at this mechanic, you can see that my wonderful spikes are on the 1, 2, 3 and 4 markers, right? So this is color coded. You are on 1, so if you see that A is safe after the spins, you just step towards A. And now it's really just up to you debuff if you go out or in. Looking at the debuff is very easy. If you look at the DPS top, like the mass person, the Yetza Taina and Mr. Something, you'll see that the first debuff that has 5 seconds is for everyone the same one. It's the purple one that has like the 2 spikes on the top and left corner of the debuff picture. So every DPS has a flare, so they have to stay out, whereas the healers and the tanks try to go in. Now, what does this mean for you if you have to go out? That's very easy as well. So you, in this situation, by the way, you have to walk the most. So you see there's a spike on A, on 1, so you walk towards A. Now you also see that you have to stay out, so you stay out. Wait for the line explosions to happen. After that, you walk slightly in. So you stand like here. And then you walk back towards 1, basically. That's it. That's all of your movement. So again, you start on 1, go towards A, out, wait for the pew, 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 pew. After that, you go a bit in, and then you just walk towards 1. That's all you have to do. Now, if you don't have that purple thing, then it's basically you start on 1, you go towards A, you go to the middle, and that's it. After the explosions in the middle, you go towards 1. When you see everyone's moving away again, you go towards 1, because you'll have to spread in the end. Let's watch this. So, in this situation, 2, 1, 3, and 4 is safe. That's why they're standing on the numbers. You're watching the DPS, which has the purple flare one. So this person is gonna try to stand out and then move slightly in. That's it. Stand out, slightly in, and then back out. He did it kind of wrong, that's why it's so low, but yeah. That's basically the whole situation of this. No, Inferno, when he's a bat, is, by the way, spread. So if you see everyone spreading towards the clock position for Inferno, you just do the same, by the way. Whenever you see a cast that says scalding something, you copy your party. It's always going to be your clock position, but it's either in and out, in or out. Now you see the wing of the bat. Let's draw this properly. Now, what does this mean? This basically means that you have 4 safe spots. 1, 2, 3. I'll basically draw them, but with a different color to make it easier. The safe spots are going to be green. 1, 2, 3, and 4, basically between the lines. So as R2, the boss facing, like from the back of the boss, you're always to the right. Facing the boss, you're always to the left, out. That's always the position. If there's 3 circles, if there's a big one, you just follow the party. They're probably gonna be like somewhere around there, so you just follow the party. Now, where are the circles? Look at the right big wing of the boss. There are 3 circles, like one's on his right leg, and then there's right on the top right of it, and then the last one is on the top right of the second one. So this is basically how you deal with it. You'd be on the position of the Lala on the right, behind the one person. You see the lines that are like, there's one line going through the 3 waymark, one line going through the D, one line going through the 4, and so on. Now you would be Theo Vec behind Jeff Science, and that would be it basically. This is the hardest mechanic of the fight, by the way, because now it's just do a fire, which is a tank buster, so you just stand behind the boss like the whole party, which aren't tanks. Now he becomes normal again. We can skip this part because it's gonna be repeated mechanics. Just the floor where you literally don't give a fuck and you just follow the party. No, Inferno again is just a raid white because he's not in his bad form. Now he's back to his bad form. Now this is the limit cut situation. You could ask me how to do it. Basically, I'll explain it in a sec. So the like the order would be obvious. Just down the thing. Once you see the 1 thingy goes off, 3 goes up, and then after 3 is done, just like this basically. Now while this happens, you saw the tethers, which are orange. What you're gonna do is 7, since 7 is last, 7 starts on this side, and then it's the turn of the 5, and then the 3, and then finally 1. So basically on the top 1, 3, 5, 7 with the tethers. I cannot talk anymore, help. 7, 5, 3, and 1. Same thing for here. 8, 6, 4, and 2. So after you're done as 2, you go down, you wait, you keep counting. After each cone, the next tether's turn starts, and then you kill the boss, you take your loot, you have fun with that, and you did the newest extreme fight. Now, I won't lie to you, this one is harder than the Sophia one I did, obviously, but there's only 2 mechanics that you really have to learn. The beginning one with the circles is like 2 tries if you like really have a bad day, and then you'll have it down. But the other 2 mechanics, I can understand if it takes you a little bit longer. I try to make it as easy as possible for you, only talking about your personal responsibilities as a DPS, specifically as a fizz range, being in the position R2. This works for every position as a DPS, because you can just mirror it or just project it into another spot of the arena. So again, if I could help you with this video, or like a friend or an FC member or your whole FC even, leave a like or a dislike if I couldn't. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of dislikes from tanks and healers, but I mean basically it's the same for you as a tank or as a healer. It's just as a tank you still have the job to do as like taking the tank busters. And as a healer, you have an extra job of doing the running around in circles and taking responsibility there. It's not very hard, but still, like, it's an extra responsibility that if you understand the video, you'll still know what to do. But if you only like want to understand what to do as the easiest role possible, just choose fifth range, take the R2 role and copy everything I talked about in this video. So yeah, I hope I could help you. Let me know in the comments how it helped, if it helped. If not, then not. Subscribe if you like. And well, that's basically it. I'll do some more, guys, maybe soon, or some other videos. I'll see. Have fun getting the mount though, and well, thanks so much for watching and have a good one.